Hello, my friends. Today I came here to have a little heart-to-heart and to look at those corners of life that are rarely talked about and always postponed. Now I want you to imagine something. Picture this. You wake up one morning and the calendar says you are 80 years old. Waking up at 80. Outside, there is a light fog, a fog slowly lifting among the trees. Inside the house, there is a silence you have never really noticed before, one that sometimes even feels unsettling. But this is not just the absence of noise. It's not because the TV is off. It's not because there's no street sound. This silence means something else. It means there are fewer voices left to echo inside that house. And in that moment, you realize something. The furniture is still in the same place. The walls haven't moved. But the people who gave that house its soul are no longer in the next room. And that realization introduces you to the sad truth of turning 80. Those who remain behind. Life is like a long train journey, my friends. But when you reach 80 and look back, you see this. Most of the wagons are empty. Your parents, your siblings, your childhood friends, the spouse whose hand you once held, believing they would be there forever. One by one, people have gotten off the train, and you are left alone with that familiar feeling, being the last one still sitting there. The empty chair next to you reminds you how full your life once was. But has life outside stopped? No. When you look out the window, the street tells a different story. Young people, rushing, hurrying, saying, I have to do this now. The things they worry about today. Do you know how small they look from the age of 80? Time gives you a strange perspective, and it whispers this into your ear. I wish they didn't rush so much, because the road always ends here anyway. And right here, the hidden truth of being 80 steps in, the one nobody really talks about. When everything is gone, the real you finally appears. The masks fall, titles disappear, roles fade away. Everything you once said, this is who I am, slowly slips through your fingers. And when you look in the mirror, all that remains are tired but wise eyes. Then comes a painful realization. None of it ever truly belonged to us. Careers, houses with deeds, fame, inheritances. They were all illusions. When you open your hands and see how empty your palms are, but how full your heart feels. That's when you begin to understand. So if nothing in this world truly belongs to us, what did we live for? The answer is simple, yet heavy. People were entrusted to us, my friends, our spouses, our children, everyone who crossed our path. They were not our possessions. They were gifts placed in our hearts for a short while. Losing them hurts deeply. But over time, you realize something. The gratitude for having had them in your life becomes greater than the pain of losing them. Once you understand this, the mathematics of life changes. You realize life is not made of peaks. We always focused on big moments, achievements, medals, wedding days. But real life was actually made of the long walks between those peaks. The real legacy is not tall buildings. It is the smell of hot coffee in the morning, the sound of birds by the window, and truly noticing that you are there, in that moment, small, but everything. And there is also an inner journey that comes with this age, facing loneliness. Old age forces you to stop. You can't run, you can't escape, and when you stop, you meet the greatest stranger of your yourself. That's when one question becomes important. Have you built an inner fortress within yourself? Because when the noise outside disappears, what you hear inside matters more than anything. Making peace with yourself, forgiving your mistakes, being able to say, I am enough, just as I am. This is the greatest victory of being 80. During this inner reckoning, two emotions knock on your door: regret and guilt. Is the regret of risks never taken heavier, or the guilt of hurting someone? At that age, you see the difference very clearly. That's why this question finally makes sense. Is it more important to be right or to be kind? When we are young, we chase being right. But at 80, we long for the warmth of kindness. And one day, you look at your phone contacts. Here's a small but vital piece of advice. Call someone today. Don't wait for tomorrow. It's never too early to say, I'm glad you exist. But one day it can be too late. Because at some point, you start witnessing the world continuing without you. Younger generations speak a different language. Technology moves on without waiting. And you learn to accept this. You learn the freedom of no longer needing to matter, the peace of being just an observer, as a grandfather, a grandmother, or simply a wise stranger. Knowing you are just one link in the chain lifts the weight from your shoulders. And at the end of this journey, only one word remains in your heart: gratitude. 29,200 sunrises. Every morning, the sun rising just for you once again. If you can truly feel that gratitude, you stop being afraid of the dark. Because death is not an ending. It is simply the light-changing rooms. My friends, these words are not only for those who have reached 80. Don't wait for 80. Start finding the peace, meaning, and love you would discover then, today. Pull back the curtain of youthful ambition just a little and look at what truly remains. Thank you for sitting with me on this imaginary porch. Life is a journey that becomes more beautiful when it is shared. Take care.